all I was doing was into a song by the name of They Smile in Your Face. All the time they want to take your place, those backstabbers. And they was feeling that. You know, and they was, you know, I mean, it's invisible. It's all in words. I mean, everything is the power. Oh man, I wish I could get everybody to understand this. That tangible thing is not the only thing that makes people do what they do. Intangible forces make people do what they do, and they don't even know that they're doing it because of that. Now, you might wear or you might drive a car because it physically look good, but that car, you're only driving it. You understand? But it's making you feel good, but you don't. Listen, that's an invisible force. It's all in your head. How the hell a car is making you feel good because of the way it looks? It's in your head, y'all. But Player T show, Player T it's not just in your head. The spirit of the Player T show is really making you feel the way that you're feeling.
The game is mine.
Yeah.
The game is
Yeah.
the game
What's
is
that,
mine.
Will?
The game is mine.
Give me your boy holding down, look.
Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Yeah, doing it really big. Yeah, yo, it's prom season, man. I just left the prom send-off. I remember we sent Miles on the prom. That was years ago, you know what I'm saying? That was dope. I remember that. But I just came from another dope one. My little niece, you know, she grown now, about to turn 18. You know, remember when we went to the prom, they were sending you to Geauga Lake and Cedar Point. After you know went to the prom, Shamar, you looked at me with strange eyes. They weren't doing that in your time, but in our time, we kicked it for like the whole weekend. Ray, you remember that? We kicked it for like the whole weekend when we graduated. It was Cedar Point, Geauga Lake. It was the hotel pool parties. It was all that. But my niece and them, they went to the zoo.
That's where I went.
That's where you went? To the zoo? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. I told her to go cuss the gorillas out for me. All my cousins like, nah, don't do that. Gorillas is dangerous. Like, they in the enclosure, you know. You ain't inside the enclosure messing with them, you know. But, yeah, I just thought that was, because I asked my niece, I said, y'all going to Cedar Point, Geauga Lake? She said, no, we going to the zoo. You know, so, yeah, it was a great party, too. I ran into a guy there. He's a clothing designer, makes real dope clothes. He's got a partner out of Chicago, real dope. They're going to hook up with us. It's going to be real dope. But we got a really great show tonight. I'm going to remind you who it is in just a minute that's joining us. But I want to take this time to say thank you to the people out there in the world. You know, y'all sending... Thank you. Y'all sending us links. Y'all messaging us. Y'all calling us up. You know, y'all hitting us up, telling us about the stuff that's going on in the world. And when I bring it up, and then y'all run into us out in the street, y'all think I'm making it up. Y'all heard what happened in Hawaii? A lady from California, she seen a property, you know, that was up for sale, for tax sale. a piece of land in Hawaii, you know, and land in Hawaii is really expensive and it's nice, but she was able to get it for like $22,000, a plot of land, right? It was real serene, it was real plush, a lot of great flowers and trees. And then when she came back to California, and then when she went back out there to check on her property, when she came back to Hawaii, there was a $500,000 mansion built on her property without her permission, right? So she got at the developer about it. They said, oh, man, we didn't know. We made a mistake. We were supposed to build this house on a lot next to yours that was empty. Now, it's like 80-something lots in this parcel of land where she got her lots. And they're all distinguished. It's like they're in twos, and they got telephone poles to distinguish what lot is what lot. I guess the developer really liked her lot because it was more plus than the lot he was supposed to build on. Didn't know nobody owned the property.
So they don't have surveyors in Hawaii, huh?
I don't know, but, you know, she's getting the raw end of the deal. She got sued by the developer because he said, look, you know, it was an honest mistake. Why don't you just take the plot over, you know, the plot over? We didn't build the house on it. She had built that house. I mean, she bought that plot of land because she was wanting to build a home for her children and have an oasis for couples to come as a couples retreat. You know, and she dealt with the stars and the alignment, the zodiac and everything. So she was just real in touch with that place, and it was disheartening when she came back. She said she cried when she seen that place. So she wanted the developer to rip the house up. He said, okay, well, what if I rip the house up? Then I got to dig up the septic tanks. I got to do all this. And then when that's done, I can't bring all the stuff back because we bulldozed over that stuff, you know? So they're suing her, you know, and my thing is, why not just keep the house? You know, I was going to build a house on it anyway. Y'all made a mistake. Let me keep the house, and y'all just go ahead and build on the other thing. You know, that's how we'll settle that lawsuit. So I'm hoping that works out for you. You know, that's crazy, though. Imagine that, buying some land, a parcel of land in Hawaii, and coming somebody built on your property. You know, that's disheartening. You know, what about in Carolina? Y'all heard about that? The owner, you know, we got a great guy that's dealing in sports here tonight, so I thought it'd be, you know, to talk about something like that. But in Carolina, the Panthers, the owner of the Panthers, right? Well, he was driving and he seen a sign in front of a restaurant. Y'all know the NFL draft just happened yesterday. They said, hey, you know, let the coach and the GM pick the players. Don't meddle. You know, we don't want the team owner meddling in the affairs. He seen the sign and pulled up on the restaurant. You know, pulled up on the restaurant. Hey, who made that sign? The owner did. Where he at? He left for the day. Well, he took the owner's advice and he let the coach and the GM pick this time. Came and patronized the dude restaurant. But the owner of the restaurant said, hey, this ain't the first time the owner came through. He came in years ago when I got on him the first time. So I guess the owner heard the second time. That's real stuff though, huh? Maybe we need to get at the owner of the Browns in there more, the Cavs, you know. Is it still Dan Gilbert? I don't know. It is? Yeah, well, I ain't really been paying much attention. I've been trying to get something else, you know, some money around here. I don't know who winning right now. I was paying attention, but I don't know who winning. Are the Cavs winning? I know they got blew out last night. Yeah, they got blew out last night. They up 2-1? That's what it is. Well, we got a really great show tonight. We got a really great guy that's near and dear to the community, near and dear to Hollywood and the hood. We've known him for quite a while. He's been moving and shaking in the community, been doing big things. You know, y'all heard of him, Coach Ray Smith. Yeah, from Validity Sports. From Validity Sports and Enrichment. He's also a community activist. We're going to chop it up with Coach Ray, pick his brain, see the endeavors he's into and what he's got going in the community. Maybe you can be a part of it and help him out or be a benefit of it, you know. So you stay with us. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back in a minute with Coach Ray Smith. Oh! Crispy!
Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Player T Oil Shop. Stop in or call us
216-355-9702. Get yours today or shop. Smell good. So good to me. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. Best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. It's good. Yeah, I love it.
All right, we back. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Yeah, before I go any further with my esteemed guest that's joining us tonight, I'm remind you who that is, but I want to thank a few people before we go any further. That's the Coleman family. Big Bud the Naturalist, Miss K, you know what I'm saying? Bud, DJ, Morgan, Swole, Shamar, the whole team holding the community together for quite some time, allowing you the space and the place to tell your story to the world, Craig. Listen, I ain't say tell your story to James down the street. I ain't say tell your story to homeboy over next door in the next door state. I said to the world, Craig. For 20 plus years, Craig, you know, doing it real big. So shout out to the Coleman family allowing that to take place. Big shout out to Brother Rolling in the Bean Shop. If you've never been down here at Hollywood in the Hood, and once you do come down here, you need the access to point you in the direction of Brother Rolling in the Bean Shop so you could try out that delicious bean soup, bean pie, buttermilk pie, apple pie, carrot cake, and bean soup. Very delicious. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of brothers make make their bean soup and it be the same way, but Brother Rollers is kind of like completely different than all the other brothers out there with it. Not to say that the other brother stuff isn't good, but Brother Rollers is exceptionally well. So you got to try that when you come down here at Hollywood in the hood. We appreciate that. Yeah, big shout out to a few people. You know, my man Xboxer X, you know what I mean? Yeah, Poop Tone, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Antoine Teasley, Twin, Chef Twin, you know, so yeah, you know Chef Twin? Yeah, big shout out to Chef Twin. But we got a really great show tonight. Like I told you at the onset of the show, we got a guy that's near and dear to the community. He probably done did some great things for you and your family, you know, probably have, you know. But if you're not hip, we got Coach Ray Smith of Validity Sports and Enrichment on here tonight. Welcome up, come on up. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, oh, you see me. Yeah, I'm looking for the mic. He like, yo, Miles, like, chill, man. Coach Ray, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Man, finally, man. Thank you for coming.
Man.
Appreciate you, man.
Man, nice to be here.
Sharp as ever, man. Sharp as ever, man.
Pops say stay sharp. Man.
Where you get that from?
So my pops, man, I started coaching basketball, and I started to wear like a lot of sweat clothes.
Okay.
Sweats all the time, and then I forgot after I got through coaching. I forgot about dressing.
Cause of what you doing.
Yeah, and so Pops pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, man, what we doing? You gotta look good on the outside, cause you know I know you feel good on the inside, but you gotta look good on the outside too, and you represent the family."
When he said that, when he said that to you, how did you take that? Because I know your sweats was fly. You probably was wearing essentials. Or I don't want to say no names. They ain't paying me. But you know, you look. Yeah, right. I don't work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, right. You probably had them nice with the, you know, them nice jogging suits y'all be wearing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How did you feel about that though?
You know, with Pops stay fly.
Okay, so you took it.
I took it like a son's supposed to.
Okay.
And I went out and I got my closet back right.
Got your closet. Did you do it immediately?
Got my clothes, got that closet back right, and every time I step out, I'm putting it on.
Okay, yeah. Now, it must be time for me to keep my mind focused on that, because I done ran into a couple guys in the past few hours on the same thing. You know what I mean? So that's great. So it ain't for everybody. So that's right. Well, you know, it ain't on me, it's in me, baby. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So when Pops seen you, you know, get the closet together, did he say anything to you there?
He can't stop talking because his friends, every time they see me, they run into me. I got something tailored on.
Yeah. Hey, Ray ain't lying, man. Y'all need to scroll through his social medias, man. You know, y'all need to scroll. I know them ladies be in your DM, man.
They ain't got to be in my DM. I got a wife, so.
Yeah.
I put the wife,
Ray, I ain't gonna throw you.
I put the wife front and center.
That's right.
So
That's
you know,
right.
She on the page. So
She on the page, huh?
Page, she in the story.
Game, free game. Free game.
Hey, G, you got a helpmate, huh?
Free game.
No doubt.
So hold on.
Shout out to Mary Johnson, Vitamin Candy. That's my wife. She's also.
Yeah, big shout out to Mary Johnson and Vitamin Candy. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about that in a minute. So, what did wifey say when? Because you know, I know she noticed it too. And plus, you know, when women see you starting getting, where you going? Where you go? So,
well, you know that's why she my wife. She flies well. She puts it on as well. She like to see me, you know, get dressed too, and I don't think she mind. You know?
Yeah, she don't mind.
She don't mind.
Right.
You gotta stay fly.
Right.
If she stay fly, we stay fly together.
Okay, yeah. No, one thing you said to me before the show, you said, you know, you look good and you feel good inside and out.
Yeah, because I stay feeling good on the inside. That comes from my grandma upbringing, my mama, you know, them giving me that energy to just, you know, on the inside, stay positive. And then you put it on the outside, and then the inside, you can't lose.
Well, did that, with your people in your corner like that, did that inspire you or drive you to your community activism?
So grandma taught me how to love. My great grandma taught me how to live. But in the community,
Your grandma taught you how to love, and your great grandma taught you how to live.
yeah, so the community we come from, Glenville area, it was a lot of love. So everywhere I went, if I went over Miss Avihar house, I went over Miss Jordan house, I went over Miss Taylor house, I went over Miss Edwards house. Sorry, I left a few moms out.
Yeah.
They would give me that type of love.
Yeah.
So everywhere I went, there was love.
Yeah.
So in that, I wanted to always represent the community and show how I was brought up, and I never let that go. That's always been inside
I
me.
feel you,
To show
G.
love to the community and show love to the people.
Yeah.
They show love to me. So,
Right. Now, you mentioned that you coach, but did you ever play ball?
oh man, that's what I do. That's what I do. Sports is what I do. But I
Basketball, football, baseball, or what?
I started out in gymnastics. I started doing gymnastics. My next sport was football.
Gymnastics, that's the running and the tumbling and
Yeah.
oh, you were like that.
Yeah, so I was following after my uncle, and I wanted to be.
He was a gymnast.
Yeah, he was a gymnast. I wanted to be better than him.
You wanted to be better than him.
Yeah.
I ain't want to be like Mike. I wanted to be better than Mike.
So I was getting good. I was getting good at the sport, and then I signed up Salvation Army, and I went to do a double tuck, a double front tuck.
Okay.
And landed on my neck, and I never went back.
Oh man.
I didn't break nothing. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I went on to football after that.
Can you imagine? He went to football, something worse.
Yeah. So and then
Tough guy, man.
And then at 10 years old, I started playing basketball, and that was the sport I fell in love with.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Were you any good at that?
Amazing.
Did you have scholarships and all of that type of thing?
Well, the story is, crack era came around, and I didn't get a chance to play in high school.
In other words, I was out there chasing it.
Yeah, but I always stayed playing in leagues and tournaments, and I got so good that people in the neighborhood like, hey man, you could really do something with that basketball. So I would wait for dudes to come home from college to test my skills against them.
In basketball,
And measured up.
and you measured up.
So at 31, I ended up going to Tri-C and starting point guard at 31 years old.
At Tri-C?
Yeah.
Didn't Ben Wallace go to Tri-C? Yeah, no, don't front Ben Wallace, a champion. That was with the Detroit Pistons, went to Tri-C, you know, before he came into the NBA. Don't front on Tri-C. I ain't going to sit down on 30 if you're going to make it to the NBA, messing with, you know, but if you put in the work, though, you know what I mean? But now you candidly mentioned, Ray, as good as you look and as positive you are and as strong-willed as you are and strong-natured as you are right now, you said at one point it wasn't always the same. You dealt with a bout of depression.
So coming out of getting my dream job at Tri-C, because I went from playing
Okay.
to the assistant coach to the head coach
At Tri-C.
at Tri-C.
Wow, I went from playing to the assistant coach to the head coach. Why did I know that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't talk a lot about it, but since I want to play a T show, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I appreciate you.
I talk about it a lot. So after that run, when I was let go, I had nothing else to do. That was my
When you was
dream
let go
job.
of the coach?
Yeah. So
Why were you let go? Was the
so
team failing?
No, it wasn't about the team failing. It was just, I think, as being an indigenous black man in this town, I think my swag and my know-how was getting the better of people.
Oh, okay. So it made people uncomfortable how confident you were?
Yeah.
Made certain individuals, like maybe in the athletics department, speak behind your back and all that type of stuff?
You said it.
Okay. Yeah, Ray ain't said it, I said it.
So, then, after that, you know, what's an ex-athlete basketball coach to do after that?
Were you around your wife at the time?
No, I wasn't with my wife at that time.
Were you in any type of
No, I
relationship?
wasn't in any relationship.
Yeah, so I could see how if you devoted all your time, you were a player
Since 10 years old.
since 10, and you were pretty good, and you became assistant coach, then a head coach, and then people catch feelings and they let you go. Yeah, that would knock the wind out of anybody.
Yeah, so you go from the top, which a lot of people don't get a chance to coach at college. They use
Right.
high school.
Yeah, that would
The next
hurt.
level is pro.
Yeah.
So to come down rock bottom.
Did you have aspirations were you even thinking about pro?
Well, no, I was thinking about doing the best job that I could.
As college coach.
And then,
Huh?
then if they see me, you know,
They see me.
They see me, but I was, you know, devoting my time and my life to that. And
What about where you like? Because a lot of coaches, they take on responsibilities. They become like dad. They become like big brother. They become like uncle.
coaches. Yeah, if you not that, if there's a line that the coach, shout out to Mark Anderson that hired me, is if I was just your coach and just taught you basketball, then I failed you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I step in that role. There's they used to say back then that it was the coach, the pastor. Those were the people that people trusted with their information and their lives. So you step in as a father figure or uncle, and whatever you could do, whether it's feeding them, whether they got to stay at your house, whatever it is, you become a psychiatrist. You ain't got no degree, but you become a psychiatrist. You become all those things, and you embrace that because you know you're making an impact on others' lives, and that's what you get in the game for.
Well, how did the players receive you? Because it's one thing for administrators in the office to want to talk behind your back because maybe he's coming in here with these tennis shoes on, he's coming in here with this swag, he's got an entourage. But how was the players feeling you?
So one of my players that I seen during our championship run, because we won the national championship in 2004 when I was the assistant coach.
You wanted
only national championship in Tri-C history.
Okay.
So I'm in the case down there. You go to Tri-C Athletics, my picture is in there.
Wow.
I don't know where it's going to be there for life.
History! Historic!
Yeah.
You can't take it away from Coach Ray.
Yeah, so one of the players, he was just a leader, and I recognized his leadership skills.
Early on.
Yeah, so when he came back from college, I hired him as my assistant coach. And then when I stopped coaching, he became the head coach some years later.
He became the head coach some
and
years.
brought me back
Brought you back.
to talk to and train his players.
Brought you to come back and talk and train his players.
Yeah.
How real is that?
So
That's
the
amazing.
relationship that you build, because it's almost like you're going to war. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying? If
yeah.
I can use that term, going to war with these, because every game is like a war, every game. And then you devote so much time and effort in this sport,
Yeah.
you know, that you build a bond because you're with that person every day.
Yeah.
So like you said, my relationship with my student athletes is incredible. You know, Charles Bigsby, another guy, he's from down the way. He played for me. I talk to him every other day. You know, like those bonds, it could be 3 years, and then I see him, and it's like it's yesterday.
Well, Ray, I don't want to assume anything. How long did you deal with the bout of depression?
The depression.
Because your guy ended up bringing you back.
So what happened with how I got out of it was
that was my next question.
My son started to play. So he started playing for Shaw High School. So what I did was directed that energy into him.
Okay.
Start training him, start going to his practices, now I was living through him. And it got me to feeling a little bit better because I felt like I was back in the game.
Okay.
And, how God would have it, the girls' head coach seen me and was like, I know you. You could coach basketball. You want to be the assistant coach for the girls' basketball team.
For the girls' basketball.
I had never coached girls. So it was like, hey, let me jump in that. So
how long it took you to make that decision? Because that's a tough decision.
That was overnight because I had done everything I could in the men's field.
Okay.
Something new.
Okay, yeah.
And then
forgive me for making light of that. Yeah.
So
Women's coach T, you want to be coach? Yeah.
Yeah, I had a chance, but I had a chance to lead these young women.
Okay.
Just like I had a chance to lead
the young men.
fellas.
Okay.
So it was a different avenue. It was going to be more work, but it was something I needed to get out.
Why was it more work? Because
they're, the girls' game is a little bit more pure. You have to start them from the fundamentals and build them up, whereas, the guys' game has been going for a long time. So it's, you kind of got to add just a little bit to them, a little tweak here and there because they've been playing.
Yeah.
The girls maybe just got in the sport that year. So you got to build them up. You got to put more into them. But it brought me out of that depression because I had a chance to go back into what I love.
Yeah.
I had a chance to go to build something.
Yeah.
And it took my mind off of the bottom, and brought me back up.
Well, hold that thought, Coach Ray. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in a minute with Validity Sports and Enrichment, Coach Ray Smith. Pardon me, Ray. Excuse me.
Are you going out tonight or this weekend? If so, you're looking good. So now, why don't you get the smell good? Get your body oil only at the Clarity Oil Shop. Stop in or call us. 216-355-9702. Get yours today. Oil Shop. Smell good. So good to me. Yeah. Good. Rolling bean pie. The best on earth. Baked freshly daily. Rolling bean pie. Get yours today. Call us at area code 216-355-9702. We will deliver to you. Call us. Get yours now. Bean pie. It's good. Yeah, I love it.
Niggas know my name. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, we got bars too. Y'all don't want it? We got bars too. We'll coach you up on the bars. Me and Ray, we'll coach you up, baby. We'll coach you up. I'm right here with Coach Ray Smith, Validity Sports and Enrichment. You know what I mean? Okay, so you got with the girls basketball team. You started coaching, being an assistant coach with the girls team, and that brought you out of your state of depression and channeling your energy into your son.
Yes.
Really is what brought you out of the depression and work. You know how when parents live vicariously through their children in sports, sometimes that can go wrong because sometimes you might want it more than the child does. Was that ever the case, or did your child want it as bad as you wanted him to want it?
Well, I coach basketball at the highest level, so I got to be truthful about where your game is at.
Okay.
So I help my son build his game. Okay. But you have to put your own work in. Okay. So I knew what level my son was at. So it wasn't like he 5'8". He not.
He ain't 6'4".
Yeah, he's not about to be LeBron James. Okay. So if you're 5'8", you got to put more work in. Okay. So he put enough work in to play high school.
Put enough work in to play high school.
And enough to get to junior college.
Did he start in high school?
He started.
We coached him up. Yeah, he started.
Yeah, he started.
Was he taken to your trainer or was like, Dad, man, Dad, I got this.
I elaborate on that. So me and him both, and I never really said this publicly, me and him both got asthma. So asthma is something I deal with. But the way that I dealt with it was through sports. I strengthened up my lungs. I stayed in shape. So what I did is I gave that to him, that piece first. This is how you beat asthma. This is how you live your life. Yeah. Now, you add sports to that, and then the sports will help you keep your lungs going, help you stay in shape, help you stay competitive. So I use those tools to help him in that way. So it was about basketball, but it was really about life, and it was really about living. Just like I said, my grandmother taught me how to live. Yeah. So I was teaching him how to live through basketball and through life. So.
Okay. Now, Coach Ray said he dealt with depression, but we got out of that and we moved forward and we remembered where we came from.
That's right.
And you started a nonprofit because you know how when athletes leave the field, leave the court, they're no longer doing what they've been training to do for so long, and that's all they know. And then all of a sudden they got to go pay bills, they got to live life.
Right.
They get a little depressed. Ray, you stepped in with your experience. Tell me about your nonprofit and how you addressed that.
Validity Sports and Enrichment is a nonprofit that I started. And the reason I started that is because, like I said, I dealt with depression after coaching, after playing. And I knew that was a problem. So I created a solution. So it started off, and it's been 8 years, but I always tell people that's baby steps. So we still in the baby steps. We're growing, but what we now doing is like getting student athletes in the right job, not just any job, but the right job. We're also coaching them up mentally, physically, also giving them volunteer opportunities because they get so much given to them. That's why they created the term dumb job, because what they were saying was when you're playing, they wanted to help you so much because you were good that they might skip you a grade, they might do work for you. But my thing was, yeah, they helped you, but they helped you because you were also doing two things. You were doing sports and doing schoolwork. So while the regular people, excuse me for saying regular people, non-student athletes were at home doing their homework, you was on some bus going somewhere to play with your school name on your shirt. So dumb jock don't apply. I don't have too much time to do my homework because I'm playing for the team that has your school name.
Yeah.
So you figure that out. Now I'm doing two jobs and I'm 12 years old. I'm 15 years old. That's like two jobs. So I just want them to know that that's training for life. And that's what Validity Sports started out as. Then also my love for seniors, because like I said with my grandmother and them, my love for seniors is like my number one thing. So I said, what would a student athlete want in their life? They would want somebody older to give them game.
That's right.
So I started dealing with the seniors, and then you can never forget the youth.
Yeah.
And so that's where Validity Sports is right now. It's creating programs, intergenerational programs, to help student athletes, seniors, and youth kind of combine with each other and create something.
So can you tell me about one of your most recent sessions, one of your most recent programs where you put the youth with the elders?
Yeah, we do concessions at all three major sports: the Cavs, the Guardians, and the Browns.
Concessions, that mean the concession stands.
Concession stands. And what we do is we go in there and we pair young, student athlete, senior. They have to be in that concession for 4 or 5 hours, getting to know each other. At the Guardians for 81 games, at the Cavs for 41 games, at the Browns for 8 games. That's all year round.
Okay.
So they get the chance to start talking to each other, speaking to each other, loving on each other. And it goes back to what my grandmother and them said. It shows them how to love and it shows them how to live.
So let me get it straight then, Ray, because in the concession stands at those places you named, you know, those are independent businesses. So who are you, Coach Ray, to come tell me to hire an older person and a younger person just because you feel good and you want to do something? I'm an independent contractor here at the stadium. So how were you able, had to go building relationships?
So in concessions, that means that you're working a stand that may be barrios. It may be local brew kettle. It may be hot dog on a stick. Whatever that business is, you just come in. Their business is already set. You just come in and run their play. That's what you do. So it's already set. You just go in the stand and run their play.
What I meant is you had to build those relationships.
Oh yeah, I definitely had to build those relationships
with the owners of them places.
And so how I built those relationships is how I built relationships in sports. The same way. Hard work, integrity, and just showing up every day. And then they started to trust me with more stands. And then my programs I did on my own. Say, hey, this is a program. And it started to work.
So wow, so you're not for profit And is anybody supporting your not-for-profit, like business? They putting money into your coffers? Because that's what needs to happen if it ain't.
Right. So that's definitely what needs to be happening. But I'm a go-getter, and that's why I got into concessions, because I don't wait, I go. So
Right.
and so that's where the concessions came into play, and it's a very
Do they make money? Of course they make money. They're
Yeah.
working, they're making
Yeah.
money.
yes, it's an opportunity, but the opportunity comes with hard work, and it's all on you to how big you want to go. Do you want to go do the concessions in Detroit? Do you want to do it in Pittsburgh? Do you want to do it at the Blossom? Do you want to do it at Cleveland State? It's up to you. So it's like basketball. It's like football. Do you want to get better, or you just want to sit the bench? And I've always been a starter. So that's what it is. It's a very lucrative business, and the donations help the programs, help the student athletes. Help
Oh,
the
so you
teams.
do get donations from what, the public, from
No,
corporate sponsors?
from the Cavs,
Yeah,
from the Guardians,
okay.
from the Browns.
Ha!
Yeah.
So they like that idea.
Yeah.
So you sat with individuals from the teams and said,
Yeah.
"This is what I'm doing," and
So they like the work that I can put in at the stadium.
yeah.
It's my idea and my brain power to create the program.
Okay, and they liked it, and they was on board, and they allowed you to come in
Come
and
in.
do that. That's big.
Yeah.
So you're pairing elderly with the youth in the concession stands in these stadiums around the city and stuff.
That's Validity.
And it sounds like you got plans to reach out to other places besides Cleveland.
Yeah, we definitely, because student athletes, seniors, and youth need help all over the country.
Yeah.
And what we created as a merch is the merch called Valid Ones.
Okay. Oh, you created merch behind it all.
Yeah, so
now, is that part of the not-for-profit or is that a for-profit?
That's nonprofit. Everything is nonprofit, and the merch, Valid Ones, is just like, when you give back, it creates a sense of love.
Right.
So that's what we really trying to do. Like, besides the monetary, besides everything else, what we trying to do is create love, because that's what student athletes get in return for playing. They get a lot of love before they get a chance to start making money. The seniors, they need a lot of love.
Yeah.
And the youth definitely need a lot of love. So really, this nonprofit is really about the love that you can give, and then people can start to monetarily sow into other people and do big things.
Okay. So, are we proud of how the Cavs, the Browns, and the Guardians help us out?
Yes.
We're proud of that.
We love the Browns. We love the Cavs and the Guardians. They're in the community. I think I know they donated the floor over there at Thurgood Marshall Recreation Center.
Okay.
They do stuff like that, and they do other programs. So if you're a nonprofit out there, reach out to them. Reach out to them and get a chance to experience what I'm experiencing, and put some hard work in it, because it's not easy.
Ray, do we get them courtside seats?
Nah.
We doing so good? Nah.
Nah,
Now you-
that's another level of the
Hey,
game.
Dan
Yeah,
Gilbert,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You see what Ray doing, man.
Yeah.
You got a question? Okay, we got a question, Ray.
Okay.
Yo, Ray, what's up? Good dude, man.
Hey, listen, I heard you talking about, mentioning Shaw and sports and Shaw. What about Durrell Talley? Do you remember that guy?
Yeah, I remember Durrell Talley.
Yeah.
I'm not. He's a little older than me, but he played linebacker in the NFL. He's been back to Shaw. But first, let me say, I'm a tar blooder.
Yeah. Who? The rival of Shaw.
It's Bill House.
The rival.
First, but Talley is Talley is a legend in East Cleveland area. Shaw went on to play in the NFL.
What you did his hair or something, bud, you know?
Buffalo Bills linebacker. Yeah. He's giving back to the school as well. So he's a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So the people that you placed, because the student athletes, that you're placing them in good positions to so they won't fall into depression or go down a route they don't need to go. What kind of feedback you've been getting from those people?
Just my student athletes moving in different directions. North Carolina, Texas, they still reach out to me, and I can reach out to them either whether watching them on Instagram or talking to them on the telephone, and just them knowing. My one student athlete, he's in Greece playing basketball, and he remembered the slogan that I said, "Don't tell me you got me, tell me you got us." And so I texted him, "Hey, man, you doing good over there?" And he said, "I got us." So, and that probably was like 6 years ago.
Okay,
So,
okay.
you know, so it's working, you know.
Yeah.
And I go back to my grandmother. Love gonna always work. So if you leave with love and that person leaves you,
Yeah.
he still remember that love. That's never gonna play out.
What did your dad think about all of this?
My dad is like my number one supporter, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out to Ray Ricks, man. That's my guy.
Okay.
He's
Say he's your number one supporter, huh, Ray?
He's a little bit under my mom, but you know,
Yeah, Mom, we throw Mom under the bus. They right there with me.
He right there, but you know, my dad, he's 71 years old.
Did he give you any advice when you were coaching the women's? When you were the assistant coach of the women's?
Pops just
Like, hey, son, you know, focus on the work at hand. You know, don't play yourself.
Pops always told me it's in me, not on me, and that's all he had to, tell me.
That's all he had to tell you.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then I got daughters, man. I got daughters, and they.
How many children you
I got
have?
two great daughters, man. Shout out to Shakira and Sheree.
Okay.
And they just phenomenal, and I always.
How old are they?
33 and 32.
And how old is your son?
My son is 26. Shout out to Ray.
33 and 32, so they big sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Are they into sports?
They played sports. But now one is into the nursing field, and the other is manager in post office and doing post office work.
Do you bring them around the elders? I know you didn't have to. You had your people.
So we do like a picnic. And when we do it like a picnic, an outing, of course I bring the kids because I talk about them so much.
Okay, so they want to see,
They get a chance to see them. I show them, look, this is my daughter, this girl, look what you did, And so they get a chance to see them. And I love bringing, and I love talking about my family and bringing my family around so other people get a chance to see that love again, see that love that I have for my family. And maybe that can spark something in them. Maybe if they're not feeling too good about their family or getting into it with a family member. Remember, family is for life.
Yeah, family is for life, baby.
Yeah, I know it's a term that people say, oh, this person, you can love your family member from afar, but don't never stop loving.
Never stop loving.
Yeah,
that's good. Now you mentioned your wife is a big supporter too.
Yeah.
And she has vitamin candy. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So my wife, when I met her, she was a rock engineer.
A rock? What is
she was shooting distance underground. So there's a company that they do business, salt mine, underground, under Lake Erie. And she would shoot distance every day underground.
Shoot distance, like?
So shoot distance, so when they got to blow something up underground and get the salt, she had to shoot these distance and be under there every day. And
shoot the distance, like gauge.
Gauge the distance to what they got to blow something up, so they don't blow something up. And
what, she's like a scientist or something?
Engineer.
Engineer, yeah.
So
yeah, that's raw.
She also kept her entrepreneurial spirit going.
How did you meet her? What's your wife's name?
Mary.
Mary, yeah. How did you meet Mary? Hey, Mary. How did you?
So I met Mary. We were going and sharing business ideas. And question. So
hold on. Let me finish how you met Mary real quick.
Oh, so we were sharing business ideas, and we met up on a business date.
On a business date.
And then when she left out, boy, she left a trail with her, a scent and a trail. So I didn't want to be a creep, but I texted her and said, you know what, would you like to go out on a date? I was real extra, a date. I kind of keep it real tight. And she said, I don't know.
She said,
so on the day, the championship game, Cavs, Game 7.
Game 7.
Game 7.
Everybody remember that. That was good times.
Game 7. I said, I think this would be a good time to go on a date. Took that shot.
You took that shot like Kyrie, baby.
Hey,
he took that shot.
She turned me down, but I was persistent.
She turned you down, but you were persistent.
Back later. Come on downtown. We gon'. And that was our first date.
Wow, you were persistent and consistent.
Yeah, with first date, and LeBron and Kyrie and the rest of the Cavs, they did it, and so.
Oh, that was y'all dating, watching that game.
Watching that game.
So you know when Kyrie hit that shot, that sealed the deal, baby. Kyrie hit that shot, man. That sealed the deal for real.
Shout out to LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Yeah. So, does your wife show up at these things with you when you go to do things, when you have these programs, when you meet with the youth, when you meet with the elders? Has she ever, I know she's very busy and doing her own thing. Okay, you got a question. We'll revisit my question. What's your question, good brother?
Yo, Ray. I'd like to know, do they still have the living quarter? Your wife worked in blowing salt mines up at Lake Erie, right?
She used to.
Okay, so do you know if they still have the underground living quarter at Lake Erie?
I don't know. We moved on, man. We serial entrepreneurs, man. We in the grind. So that we left that alone 8 years ago, and we just been grinding with Validity Sports and Enrichment and Vitamin Candy, and trying to make that what it's supposed to be. So like we left that behind once she said she didn't want to go underground and risk her life no more, and she created a product.
Yeah.
She was gone.
They was probably paying her a lot of money to do that, wasn't they?
Yeah, they was paying her a lot of money.
Yeah.
But that underground is like a city, isn't it? I mean.
Yeah, they got machinery down there, big machines. I never been down there, but she even showed me pictures. Big machines down there and everything.
Yeah, people got trapped in Africa in mines and stuff, man. That's a very dangerous job. Yeah, that's a tough way to go, man. I don't blame. So Ray, hold on. So it was your idea together for her to stop that?
No. That was her idea.
That was her idea.
She created some juices, and that was Vitamin Candy was born. And like I said, we got together and we infused each other's plan, nonprofit and for profit, and we've been rolling ever since.
Been rolling ever since.
Yeah.
So Vitamin Candy is basically like a nutritious drink?
Yeah, so Vitamin Candy started out as a juice. So we got 3 juices.
Like an organic, healthy juice?
Yep, it's a recharge, it's a recover, and a reset. And these juices are cold pressed juices infused with herbs. Wow. So you take the recharge, it's apple, it's pear and pineapple with sea moss.
Okay.
And those drinks are cold pressed, they fresh, and they help you, do your thing, help you recharge. So the restaurant is totally vegan.
Okay.
And we
make vegan meals.
Yeah, and so we put a healthy twist on vegan because we don't fry anything, and we keep it healthy.
Ray, I think if correct me if I'm wrong, were you guys over up there on the 5 in that building that that the councilman set up? You know what I mean? You were over in that building?
We were in Glen Village for 3 years.
What happened with that?
We rocked out. We gave the community real love. We gave them great food. We gave them programs. And then now we moved up a little bit. We leveled up. We had 7228 Euclid Vitamin Candy. So
Why did we stop dealing over there in that place on the 5?
We grew.
Outgrew.
The spot was small.
The spot was small.
It was small. We did what we did. The community came out and supported us heavily. They came. They bought their sea moss, their herbs. They bought their food. They supported us. They are the reason why we were able to level up to a bigger restaurant now.
Okay.
So we started out in a little small.
You were grateful for that opportunity?
Grateful. I'm always grateful to the Glenville community, and because I'm from this community. But they got behind us and they pushed us to the next level.
Okay, yeah. Because now, but do you feel like it's a little disheartening when you go past there now and it's kind of like a ghost town up there?
Well, I can't say nothing about that.
Yeah.
When we was there, we put that energy in it.
When you was there, put that energy.
Put that energy.
Well, I mean, like to see it now, is it a little disheartening?
So really, like I haven't been back because I'm every day into
what you
Vitamin
getting
Candy and the things I got going on. So I haven't been back, but somebody got to get in there and do that and put that same energy in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all about energy.
yeah.
So it's husband and wife team.
It's definitely a team.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Super Bowl team. So what are you looking to do going forward with Validity Sports and Enrichment? Where are you looking at to totally define your programs? Like, what are you looking to do going forward?
So program-wise, we got more programs coming for the youth. We got some coding programs and some stuff.
Teaching kids coding.
Yeah, that deals with technology, and some of the student athletes have moved into the tech field, so having them coming back and engaging with the youth. As far as the seniors, our vision is to get a senior home where we could. Through our research, we found out that loneliness is one of the causes of why seniors die. They're just lonely. So we wanna do a senior building with activities.
That's right. With youth around.
With great food, with entertainment. We want to create something different.
You know what, Ray, though? I think a lot of places start out like that. But when they get into the nitty-gritty of everyday grind of, supervising elderly people who can't do stuff for themselves, then they start to cut corners and start forgetting about what they got, what they set out to do. How do you plan to avoid that, you and your wife?
Like I said, I'm a grandma, baby.
Okay.
I'm a grandma,
You can
baby.
lean on your exposure.
I lead with love.
Leaning on your exposure.
I lead with love.
Okay.
And like my grandmother said, taught me how to live. So I have fun with the seniors.
Have fun.
Yeah, I have fun with the seniors. And then back to your questions with the student athletes, there is a thing with employment of student athletes that's a secret. Most employers go for student athletes from the side of their competition, their ability to work under pressure, their ability to work with others. And that's where we're going with the student athletes. What companies want to work with student athletes and be loud with it?
Well, I know one, the U.S. Army.
Yeah. So
but I don't know about going that route.
Yeah, so enterprise is one of them.
Okay, enterprise.
If you're going to any enterprise, you wouldn't know unless you did your research and ask any person that works in enterprise what sport you play. They're gonna look at you like, oh, I played.
Yeah.
So it's all about the competition that they see in a student athlete, but it's secret. So we want to just say it loud, so we can move these student athletes into the right places.
Right. Yeah. Now, Ray, right now you got the ear of the youth, you got the ear of the senior right now, but especially the youth. Help them where they don't go into a state of depression. Help them because you can't. You might not make it to the NBA. You might not make it to the NFL. You might not make it to Major League Baseball, and you're gonna have to prepare yourself for that. Help somebody right now, Ray. They love sports. They've been into it all their life, but they just don't have what it takes to go to the NBA or the NFL. Can you help them right now, please?
This is what I would say. Lean on your time that you have put into preparation. That's something that you can use in your life. Right. I started sports at 10 years old. All the way up, I'm now 50. I can lean on that preparation. I can go back to times that I took hours out just to shoot buckets. I can take that and apply that to what I'm doing now. Yeah. Don't forget about what you put in. That's right. That hard work. And if you ain't put in the hard work, then you ain't got nothing coming.
You ain't got nothing coming.
But if you put in hard work, and you was that guy, or you was that female, and you did it on the highest level, now you could do it in any other sector you can because you already proved that you could do it over here.
Yeah.
Take those talents, take that energy, and apply that to whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you want to grow in the company that you're working for. Whatever you might want to do, lean on that.
Right.
And that's what I always tell student athletes. Lean on with the work that you already put in.
Another thing, Coach Ray Smith, donors, sponsors, everyday people that want to lend their expertise, lend their knowledge, lend their finances and support, you know, what are you looking for in support, and how can they support you, and how can they reach you?
So basically, this is a tech world. So it's Ray Smith on Facebook. You can DM me. You can message me on IG. Is Coach Ray 1. My phone number is listed. It's not in the phone book no more because that's old. But you can definitely get with me. It's 216-703-8621. I'm always available. I definitely do a bunch of food giveaways in the Glenville neighborhood. You can pull up on me and you can talk to me. I'm really not. I once heard a quote from one of my mentors that said, "Add a business to your passion, so you don't burn out." So I'm really 70% passion, 30% business. So if you want to do business, pull up on me because I ain't into all the other stuff. I'm really into a lot of passion. But if you want to, call me, text me, DM me. Ray, like I said, Ray Smith on Facebook, Coach Ray 1 on Instagram. Follow some of the stuff I do. Pull up to some of the giveaways. Pull up to some of the programs and just chop it normally.
When is your next get-together, session, what have you?
I'm spontaneous, man. Like, cause I'm working so hard in the restaurant and in the concessions that I just pop up.
So you work in your wife's restaurant, Vitamin Candy? Huh? Yeah, we ain't just saying, we ain't offering lip service. Yeah, baby, you can do it.
I'm on the register.
Yeah. Yeah, baby, you can do it. No.
I'm on the register.
No, I'm on the register with it.
Yeah.
I'm on the register with it.
You come in Vitamin Candy 7228 Euclid. I'm on the register.
That ain't nothing new. Ray and his wife was on the register together.
Yeah.
I seen them on the register. You know what I mean?
No, that's Euclid. That's Euclid. That's Midtown is what they call it. It's a resurgence of Midtown, so they adding condos and different businesses. No, Euclid. 7228, a little bit down from 79. Yeah.
So was it so did your wife push that healthy kick on you, or it was always in you because you were this athlete?
I'm a student athlete for life, man.
Okay.
So it
was just a natural thing.
It was an added thing. Because she's also a personal trainer.
Oh, she's also a personal trainer.
Yeah. So
yeah.
It was an added thing. It was an added.
Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in around the world watching this live stream. Support Validity Sports and Enrichment. Follow Coach Ray Smith on all the social media. And look, if you like what we're doing, you appreciate what we're doing, you're here at the website, make a financial contribution. That's a donation. Any amount, big or small, it all helps to keep shining a light on the stars that we are, know, love, and aspire to be. And I'm going to thank y'all in advance. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to take some pics before you get out of here, Ray.